white people.
And y'all wonder why I say keep black spaces black. Do you mean nobody beat your ass? Like,
because of braids.
White oppressors came up with Good Morning as a mockery towards black people during the slavery times.
Speaking for BIPOC individuals, or God forbid, correcting them.
Hey guys, it's Misha and welcome back to my channel. So today we have to take a look at some more anti-white news and videos. So listen to this. Apple Entrepreneur Camp applications are now open. Oh, great, exciting. Applications are now open for female. We don't know what Apple means by female yet. We'll look into it. Black, Hispanic/Latinx, and Indigenous founders and developers. Okay, so if you're white or a man, you cannot apply. Let's not focus on qualifications. Let's focus on those racial quotas. Your organization must have a Black, Hispanic, Latinx, or Indigenous founder, co-founder, or CEO. And at the bottom it says, Apple believes that gender expression is a fundamental right. We welcome all women to apply. Okay, so there's a way you can get around this. If you're a man, not if you're a white man, but if you're a man of color, you can call in and say, well, I identify as a woman. It said female before, now we're saying woman. So glad we're focusing on what actually matters, your gender and the color of your skin. Oh, you've been on hold for 2 hours? You should have peace of mind because white people and men have been banned. This is a response to this comment. Okay, no hate, but why can't a white person do this? I have had box braids, dreads, and the Afro bubble ponytail. Nothing happened.
one of the weirdest arguments that white people make on a regular basis. Because white people will just blatantly disrespect us when a black voice is literally telling you, like, hey,
oh, literally?
Don't do this. And then you're just like, why? I do it all the time and nothing happened. Like, what do you mean nothing happened? Like, do you mean nobody beat your ass? Like, do we need to assault you in order to give us basic human respect?
No, but thanks for exposing yourself and letting us know what you really want to do. I want you to think about how ridiculous that sounds. Do we need to assault you? Do we need to beat your ass to get basic human respect?
Do you mean nobody put their hands on you?
Because of braids. No, that makes sense. No, yeah, that's a hate crime. Honestly, it's worse than slavery. I don't know how she went on to even film this. If I were her, I would be sobbing uncontrollably because a white person was wearing braids.
Do you mean nobody felt comfortable enough to say something to you? Because as a white person, you're a threat? So us saying something to you in person is literally putting us at risk? Do you mean nobody put themselves in a position to where you can play a victim, act like a white woman, call the cops, and get us killed for it? Is that what you mean when you say nothing happened? White people are not only so used to being included everything, but also us literally accommodating for them. And y'all wonder why I say keep black spaces black.
Keep black spaces black. And I bet she doesn't think she's racist.
Why are white people so entitled to literally doesn't make sense for you? This is a traditional African hairstyle. It's made for kinky hair, which you do not have, Samantha.
What are you talking about? Cotton candy hair with pom-poms? I don't think there's a line of people waiting for your permission to have that exact hairstyle. I think you're safe.
Giving black people the power of having your respect is taking the power away from you. And that is a slave master mentality. You're sick in the head, friend. Go see a therapist.
And if you weren't aware, Kamala Harris has been having these Zoom calls.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. I am so honored to speak today. I am like shaking to just be among such incredible company. We are here because, as if you were here earlier, you've heard BIPOC women have tapped us in as white women to step up, listen, and get involved this election season. This is a really important time, and we all need to use our voices and influence for the greater good.
Yeah, you should use your voice less.
Spoiler alert, as much as the toxicity can come from the outside, it can come from us too.
I bet. You're plenty toxic.
We can do our best work when we're in community together like we are tonight, because the toxic feels smaller when we support each other. But don't make it about yourself.
I wouldn't dare.
As white women, we need to use our privilege to make positive changes. If you find yourself talking over or speaking for BIPOC individuals, or God forbid, correcting them, just take a beat. And instead, we can put our listening ears on. So do learn from and amplify the voices of those who have been historically marginalized, and use the privilege you have in order to push for systemic change. As white people, we have a lot to learn and unlearn. So do check your blind spots.
No! This reminded me so much of Am I Racist, which is Matt Walsh's newest documentary, and it exposes these anti-racist lefties so well. And if it's surprising me, someone who has seen so many of these unhinged anti-white videos, you're also going to be shocked, okay? Because there are moments when I think I've seen it all. Nothing can surprise me. It cannot get worse than this. Oh, but it can. And it does. Also, if you watch Lady Ballers and you like Matt Walsh's character in that, which I did, I was thinking the entire time, I need more of that because he played that role so well. It was so funny. He had to be in disguise and he brought this sort of character back and it definitely did not disappoint. So you're gonna love this movie. It hits theaters September 13th. You guys should definitely go sign up for the Daily Wire Plus and you can get access to Matt's full uncensored show as well as the whole Daily Wire library. The link is in my description, so make sure you click that and sign up today. Also, make sure you use the code Misha30 to get 30% off your annual membership. I especially love using it because you get to see their ad-free daily podcasts as well as movies, series, documentaries that challenge the mainstream narrative, which is such a breath of fresh air, especially after seeing these sorts of TikToks. And I'm seriously so excited for you guys to see Am I Racist? We're definitely going to be talking about that more in the future. And again, make sure you click the link in the description to sign up for Daily Wire Plus and help support the amazing work that they do.
Why are y'all voting for Kamala Harris?
I don't want to lose my rights. Like, I'm a trans man and I'm gay and I have been pregnant and I've had an abortion before and I don't want to lose that. I'm afraid of not being able to be myself anymore because from what I've heard, Trump's America doesn't want me to look like this. So that's why I'm here today and that's why I'm voting blue.
What about you?
I've also been pregnant and had an abortion before. I was a minor and it would have been dangerous for me to properly, it would have been dangerous for me to carry a baby. I'm very, alternative and I feel like if Trump were to win, I wouldn't be able to express myself through my looks and everything.
Yeah, no, you're so right. I'm also very worried about the ban on alternative makeup that Donald Trump has proposed many times. Very concerning.
I wouldn't be able to have the piercings or the dyed hair or the tattoos that I want. I would be able to be myself.
So let's talk about where the word good morning originated from. Good morning. Alright, so during slavery times, when the women used to mourn about their child being taken away and sold to a different slave master, or if one of the family members did something that resulted into them getting whipped or killed, most of these things used to happen in the evening time, when a child was sold off or somebody was getting whipped for something. Slaves used to cry about what happened all night long. The white slave masters, the oppressors, will wake up in the morning time and they'll tell the slaves, "Did you have a good morning?" Basically, did you have a good cry out? The white oppressors came up with good morning as a mockery towards black people during the slavery times.
Source? Where did you get that from? That's not true. You don't have to make this kind of thing up. Everyone knows how horrific slavery was. I don't think anybody in their right mind would ever deny that. But this is such nonsense.
Y'all know what morning mean. All they did was take the U off of it, so nobody would think about what it really originated from.
I guess no one was saying good morning before slavery in America too, right? Is that what we're going with here? Good morning is not in any way historically linked to slavery.
I would argue that the phrase good morning was present in the English language for centuries prior. For example, it's used in the Canterbury Tales, which was written in the 14th century.
The earliest evidence for good morning is from around 1450, over 150 years before black slaves got to North America. See where it says C 1200? So it's saying around 1200 is when this word was actually used or first used. Far before 1619, which remember was when the first slaves got here.
Is it racist for white people to want to only date white people? So the answer is no, unless we're talking about a situation where a white person really likes somebody who's not white and they stop themselves and they go, no, they're inferior. Yeah, that's racist. But if you have a racial preference, as do many people, white people, Asian people, black people, whatever, that is not racist.
White people do not have an overarching culture. If you were to say that, if you were a specific white ethnicity and you only want to date within your ethnicity, that's different because that's for cultural reasons. But if you're white saying you only want to date white people, that's incredibly suspicious to me, and you should check your racial biases.
I don't get why the double standards here. So if a minority says I'm only dating within my own race, that's seen as them wanting to preserve their culture, and that's a-okay. However, if white people want to do the same thing, that's exclusionary. That's racist. When your team cares about diversity but don't want to do the work to be inclusive, do the work. What's the work? We're already banning white people and men from applying to certain jobs. What's the work? why do you use white to make fun of her?
There was confusion. I do want to clear it up for you. Because a lot of times it's white people who target people who are not white.
Girl, do you need like a cough drop? What's going on?
White people. Like a lot. Because, you know, racism.
So that's fine. Her saying white like she's a cat with like a hairball, right? Like she's almost vomiting from just having to say white. But picture a white person saying Asian, black, like in a weird way, just with disgust.
White.
I don't understand why you would do that. But this is fine.
Somebody should write a book about how much space white people take up on a sidewalk. I really think it is such an interesting thing to observe just out in nature. I feel like even with the least spatially aware black or brown person, white people possess even less spatial awareness. Anytime there's somebody in my way here in Chicago, it is a white person.
Fixating on the white people because you seem to hate them so much, so that anytime you're on the street, you notice the skin color and you say, oh, white person alert, I'm in danger, that's the oppressor, I'm the oppressed.
I wonder if this lack of spatial awareness has led to all of the white women who are claiming Chicago's like really unsafe for them. They've had all these scary things happen.
Why do you think Chicago's unsafe? Can we be for real? Like, can we actually look at the crime statistics and what's going on there? Can we talk about the violent crime? No, we can't. It's the white people and their lack of spatial awareness. That is what's causing the crime in Chicago. Wow. Okay, I mean, if you want to be delusional, you can be delusional.
You lack spatial awareness, you don't even understand how people are perceiving you, and therefore you don't know when you're being perceived as a target. Just to make sure I'm crystal clear when I say this, I am not by any means blaming women for what is happening. This is, of course, a man's problem.
Of course, evil white people and evil men.
Takes care of the problem of like letting people around you go around you. You know, when you're walking really slow on the sidewalk, walk at your own pace. I don't care. But, you know, if you feel that somebody's behind you and they're trying to get around you, move.
If you feel like someone's behind you, move. They're gonna have to go around because I can't see them, right? I don't know about you, but when you want to walk around somebody, you want to go your own pace and people are walking slower, you say, excuse me, and you walk around them. You walk past them. Is that so difficult? I personally have never thought, no, that person, they look Asian. Yeah, that's why. They look black. That's why. They're white. That's why. I've never, ever done that. I don't understand this. You guys are obsessed with race. White people don't eat correctly. It's racist how they eat. White people don't walk correctly. If you remember that other video, white people smile too much. Yeah, when they smile, it's because they're racist. They see you as inferior if they're smiling at you. White people don't smile at you. They're racist. Well, moral of the story is, don't be racist. And that's all for today's video, guys. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.